Hey weirdos. So today I have a kind of different video for you. We're in the forest right now. I just needed like a breather. I needed a detox from the city and I come here to do that. So today I'm going to elaborate on my thoughts of being loved versus lusted after. This is kind of an elaboration of my most popular video on this channel, this one right here. And even though it's a repeat, I feel it's important to talk about this subject because more people need to hear about it. I feel like it's a pretty underrated topic that not a whole lot of people talk about. So I'm here to give more clarity to it. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. If you didn't watch my last video, go watch it now. But just to summarize it, I will say that the main point of that video was to point out the fact that although I have an inherent sense of attraction to women, the female species, as a man, I am attracted to girls. I'm not gay. I like women. I don't find it in my best interest to admire or to look at them for longer than needed. So, yeah, as someone who's very self-aware of everything that's going on, pattern recognition, human behavior, essentially analyzing people and seeing where their head's at before they even tell you. You kind of get a grasp for what people automatically assume or are thinking in that moment. I don't know if anybody really cares, but I'm an INFJ, so I can pick up on like unconscious behavior that people are exhibiting and automatically link it to certain like past behaviors I've recognized and noticed in other people. I guess this video is me more articulating fully my thoughts on the situation and kind of like revolting against human nature. The world is so tainted and it's hard to find people with pure intentions. People only kind of look at you in a certain way. Men and women. Like, women do it just as much as men. Maybe I'm projecting this onto people, but it's almost like they walk around with prowling eyes. Like, who's my next target? Or who is the next person that I want to be with? Or the person I want to sleep with next? And to me, that mentality and that thought process is pretty gross and like predatory. So to put it in a bigger picture, I don't want to be one of these people that thinks this way and sees the world this way and like interacts with people for a specific, goal in mind. Bro, these mosquitoes are crazy. I'll say it feels strange being a guy and seeing all these other guys around you with like very sexual brains. And I don't blame them because men will be men. But at the same time, you shouldn't use your human nature as an excuse to use somebody for your own enjoyment, essentially. Basically, don't blame your instincts for the things that you think about and the behavior and the thoughts that you act on. Because at that point, you're basically just calling yourself an animal. And we're more than animals. We're people. We have souls. There's this brevity of life to us that makes us more than just creatures. Yo, imagine if I hooked this onto the tree. Getting creative here. Also, something I want to elaborate on is the fact that if you are a driven man, you have goals, you have aspirations, you have dreams that you want to accomplish, you're not worried about women. You're not worried about girls or getting the P word because you understand that will come eventually. When you build your value, your worth as a man, that will come naturally if that's something that you are really looking for. I think it's so funny how men and women both stand in lines at nightclubs just to like spread their feathers and try to get a mate when they don't even have a livable wage in their bank account. Like, you still work a 9 to 5 flipping burgers at McDonald's and you're trying to get a girlfriend when you can't even support yourself. That to me is so mind-boggling. Like, your life isn't even in check yet and you're trying to be a partner for somebody To me, that just doesn't make sense. I saw this video earlier today that really spoke to me. It portrayed the exact message that I could not verbalize myself. Women fall in love to fall in love, while men fall in love because it's the right time. And as somebody who likes to make highly calculated decisions and moves in life, sometimes I question whether or not I will actually find the right person. Because I am a very driven and motivated individual to achieve the things that I want in life, sometimes I question whether or not that right person will ever come, or if I will forever be by myself trying to reach the goals that I feel like I need to accomplish. I know personally that I'm not in that space that I want to be yet. I'm not ready to have somebody to take care of yet. And I say I'm not ready, but also like if the right person comes to me to help me create like an empire, so to speak, maybe. But I haven't met that person yet, so. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. I would take that option over being the broke 9-to-5 job worker who still chooses to wait in line and pay money to get into a club and possibly get the P word. Heck, I'm fine dying alone and keeping my standards high than lowering it for the wrong people in my life, romantic or platonic. Yeah. And that's something that I hope more men in this world will learn and become aware of. And I say this from a place of love. Until you stop chasing these like little dopamine hits of half relationships and situationships and hookups, you're going to be completely focused on the wrong things until you learn that lesson, which is why I am completely content with where I am right now. Single until God brings me the right girl, I guess. But to tie that specific message into being lusted versus love, I think my future wife, future partner, or, you know, person that I love, it's not the person that I'm going to be like enamored with right off the bat. It's going to be the person who quietly feeds into my needs and the things that I truly want in this life. And finding that person is going to take time and effort. It's going to take actualizing the person that I am, or the person that I'm supposed to be. And in actualizing yourself, you will become the most attractive version of you that potentially nobody can pass up. I'm saying this in a hypothetical, like I'm not trying to be the person that nobody can pass up, because I don't want to cater towards everyone. I want to cater towards the people that can really like get behind the things that I'm saying and the person that I am, basically. I don't know if that made sense or not. The overarching message of this video is that despite living in a flawed society and a world where people choose to look at you for their fleshly like pleasure / desires, I think it's in your best interest to focus on yourself. Despite how people might interpret you, the important part is that you do your best to try to shut those thoughts out. Being lusted after is not something that you can control. You cannot control how people view you. You can control the clothing you wear. You can control the things that you say and your body language. But you cannot control how people view you. And this is why I say that you should try to focus on you. Focus on yourself. Focus on becoming the best possible version of you, so that the person who chooses to love rather than lust may find you in the exact position that you need to be in. Look at this forest, this never-ending forest. It's so majestic, so beautiful. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts on this topic, because I'm sure some people do, feel free to leave it in the comments. Let's have a conversation about this and see where it goes. Feel free to like the video and subscribe for more content in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Bro, I'm getting sucked right now. Oh my, these mosquitoes are crazy. Oh my gosh, this dog is so cute. Hello. All masculinity goes out the window when a dog is in front of me, I swear. Anyway, the person who commented in my video and said that I was like demisexual or whatever, that was just kind of weird for me, because I was like, why do we have to categorize this? I think there's an obsession around figuring out who you are and trying to understand your sexuality and who you're attracted, this and that. But to me, like, I don't really care. I know I like girls, and when I find the right one, they'll be there waiting for me. But right now, kind of doing my own thing. All right, bye. I love you. Mwah.